Guys and girls, welcome back to the channel. I'm back at Into Moto. Now, I've not been here for a couple of weeks, and as soon as I walk through the door, I've been set a challenge. Let's just have a look what my challenge is today. So behind me is the challenge. So very recently I did a review on the MGB Amax. Really impressed by it. If you haven't seen the video, I'll put a link in the description so you can have a look. Now, the reason today is a challenge, however, is that Into Moto have sourced 4 of them. Okay, now these 4 bikes, they're all unregistered, so they are all brand new bikes. However, they've all been given £100 discount. Now, the reason they've been given a £100 discount is, well, it's beyond me really, because what they've said is that when these bikes arrive in the UK, they are in these huge crates and they're all packed differently. They've all got different means of packing. They all come in different states. Let's say some come with no wheels on, some you've got to put the bars on, some you've got to take just like straps off them, some you've got to unscrew things to get access to the bikes. There's lots of different methods that they use for packing. However, these 4 behind me apparently have been packed in a way that when the packaging has been removed, there may be some sort of mark on there that means that they're not perfect. Now, I've had this before with bikes at Into Moto. They've brought in similar bikes, and when I've looked around, I can't find a bloody mark on them. However, they come with a discount, so these are exactly the same. It's £100 off because there may be a mark on them somewhere. I couldn't find them last time, so yeah, that's my challenge. So let's have a look at these. I want to see if there's any marks first of all. I've had a little glance, and to me they all just look like brand new bikes. So yeah, join me, we'll have a look. So I can look around them properly, I'm going to wheel them out one by one and just have a quick look around so I can see. They literally have got one in every colour, and there is only 4 apparently. So there is the black one, we'll go over that first. I'm going to have to get fairly close with the camera, I think, because from distance it just looks like a brand new bike. Very clean. You can see there is no reg plate attached to it yet because these bikes aren't registered, so whoever does ultimately buy them will be the first owner. Okay, so yeah, failed on that one. I thought it could have been the exhaust, but yeah, when you I'm sure a damp cloth would get rid of that. It just looks like a bit of dust. Have a look at the back. Yep, no, that's exactly the same, just a little bit of dust. Again, you will get the odd little bit of dust because they're coming out of wooden crates with cardboard and all that stuff on, so you will get the odd dust bit, but easy wipe, no problem with that. Yeah, no marks there, no issues on the seat. Yeah, again, just you say that maybe a scratch in the plastic, I don't know. I mean, it's not a lot. There's a couple of like footprints there, but again, that's not going to do anything. They just wipe off. Again, like here, yep, I thought I found something else there, but it's just a bit of dust. As soon as you give it a wipe, it's off. And obviously these bikes have literally just been wheeled in, so before they go in the showroom they'll probably get a bit of a dusting anyway, so they'll be gleaming. But early impressions, I just can't see anything other than just the marks from like maybe someone's foot there, but again, that'll wipe off. So looking around this one, the only mark I can see is on this side, and to be fair, I'm only seeing that because I'm looking really, really closely to it. And if I wanted one of these bikes, the fact I can get £100 off for a mark that I don't think anyone's going to notice unless you're properly looking, yeah, that just seems like a no-brainer for me. Why would you buy a new one when you can save £100 on one of these? Now, these bikes are already cheap anyway, so the bikes brand new are £2,199 plus the on the road. This obviously is £100 cheaper. Let's try the next one because I can't find anything else on this one. Next one in the lineup is, yeah, I'm gonna say it, this is definitely my favorite color scheme. Looks lovely in silver. I prefer this color out of all of them. I just think it looks the nicest, but let me know in the comments what you think, because there's a few colors to pick from. Let's have a look round. Same thing again. To me, this bike just looks like a brand new bike that has just arrived out of a box. You can see odd little dust marks, nothing that a bit of Mr. Sheen and a dust cloth wouldn't sort out. But yeah, it's just as you would expect a new bike to look, really, like literally a cloth, or just wipe it with your hand and it's gonna be clean. No obvious marks on any of the plastics or the again, it just looks as you'd expect a brand new bike to look. Now, I thought this was going to be easy. I thought it was going to be easy last time they did this to me, and I looked through the bikes, and I think last time there was a number of just random different bikes, not all the same model, but having looked through them all, there was only one or two I could find a slight mark on, and I think this is going to be exactly the same, because there is absolutely nothing on this one I can see at all. Hang on, is that just a... No, I think again that just looks like a bit of dirt, nothing a damp cloth won't get rid of. I give up on this one. I've had a good look round it, can't find anything at all that would warrant, well, I wouldn't even call anything a mark on here. It just looks like a nice clean bike. So yeah, £100 off for nothing, it appears, on this one. On to the blue one. Again, initial impressions, it just looks like a brand new bike. Quick look round. So again, that's just a footprint, that's not an issue. That'll wipe off. Oh, have we got a scratch? No, again, I don't know whether that... See, it's the thing with these types of plastics as well. If, you know, you literally just scratch them with your pants or something, you can get a mark on there. It is very difficult to keep these looking pristine and brand new, but looking around it, that's the only slight mark I can see. I wouldn't turn down a brand new bike on account of it having a slight mark on some plastic. Whether that mark on the back is the reason this bike is deemed as having a mark on it, and if that's true, then that's just amazing, because again, I don't think anyone would notice, and even if you did notice, it saves you £100 for that. Yeah, again, there's nothing else jumping out at me for this bike. What have we got? Nope, just a bit of dust. again, everything just looks as I would expect a brand new bike to look. I can't see anything other than that slightest mark, and I can only see that now because the sun is shining on it, but other than that, it just looks like another brand new bike. Last but not least, it's the red. Same drill, absolutely nothing jumping out at me. Certainly the paint job just looks pristine, as you'd expect from a brand new bike. Nothing obvious on the rear plate, pristine red paint. Any marks that I can see, like there's a footprint here, but yeah, quite easily wipes off with just the finger. So a dust cloth or something would just get rid of that. What have we got? There's a couple of marks here on the plastic, but again, I wouldn't consider that to be, it's not damage as such, it's just a mark. And you get that on plastic anyway. Generally, like I say, you only have to brush past them with your pants and you get like a bit of a mark. Most of the time it'll just buff out, and this probably would. So I don't even know if I'm in the right ballpark, but it's the only thing that I can think at the minute. But you can see these all bikes, they've all got 0 miles, they've never been ridden. No, thought I found something there, but no. If I was being really picky, which I'm trying to be, there's a couple of slight marks, but again, you expect that because on this plastic everything does mark. But I don't know whether this would just polish out. Looking at those marks on it there, I think it probably would. I don't know why I accepted the challenge, to be fair, because for me, all of these bikes look brand new. They all appear to be brand new, and if you're being really picky, there's an odd mark on a bit of plastic on 1 or 2 of them. But as I've already said, £100 saving. So if you save £100 on one of these bikes, that's going to pay your tax, probably pay for fuel for a couple of months as well. So it's a good saving. If you didn't want one like this, and I don't know why you wouldn't want one like this and you'd want a different new one to pay £100 more, that would just baffle me, because I would expect the quality of a brand new bike to be something like this anyway. So I don't get why you'd want to pay £100 more. These are all of the available colours on the Amax, so yeah, you'll have to be quick if there's a particular colour that you want. But yeah, for me, they just look like brand new bikes with a bit of money off. And they're not registered yet, so they'll be on a 25 plate. You'll be the first owner, brand new, pristine bikes for an extra £100 off. No brainer. I'll put a link in the description. I do like these though. Make sure you check out my ride review and look round where I go over the specs and everything, because yeah, for the money, I think they're really good. Anyway, quick video. I was just passing into Moto, popped in. Yeah, if you're interested, link in the description. For now, laters.